In Indian context, for India, rural development, see all these while we were talking about rural development in total. For India has rural development is revolving around certain key areas. So which are those areas? These are those key areas. Firstly, infrastructure, then child education, then healthcare and technology. So, see, the rural development elements that we saw in the previous slide are little like wide and vague. But here it is very well focused. Like, child education is a significant component in, shifting the rural pattern. Yes, it is. Okay. Technology, yes. Healthcare schemes, very much yes. And then infrastructure, that is the basic. Understood? So for Indian context, these 4 points you will never forget. All those elements that we spoke are general elements. For any village or for any setup, rural development, we need that. But for India, these are the 4 areas that we are going to primarily focus on. Okay. So when I say infrastructure, what do you talk about? Social and economic. Okay. Social infrastructure, standard of living also, health indicators. Then economic, transportation, communication, irrigation facilities. Okay. So all those come under electricity. Okay. All those come under your economic infrastructure. Okay. So buildings. Okay. Fine. So infrastructures. All right. So they are all your infrastructure necessities. Then comes to child education. Okay. So when you talk about child education, what are the components? Compulsory education, primary education, okay, 21A. Then, okay, midday meal schemes you can talk about, okay. Then those Anganwadi centers, okay. Then trained teachers, yeah, teacher, we have come up with some Avalokana. It's a Karnataka scheme. It's a Karnataka scheme for teacher training, I believe, right? So it's a very intensive training module ante adu. It's an online training module where teachers are, Avalokana is also there. That's also, see, we have a hell lot of programs, but Avalokana I read it a couple of days in some papers, I'm just telling you. Okay, so a lot of schemes like that to train teachers, to also to increase the teacher-pupil ratio, right? So child education, you have to revolve around all these things. Then comes health care. Health care is from child to maternal to total health. Okay, sex ratios will have to be taken care of. Right or not? So, see, surprisingly, in the 2011 census, sex ratio of Karnataka was poorer than Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu. Do you know this? We call ourselves, like our budget allocation is way higher than Andhra Pradesh. Isn't it? Andhra Pradesh is running in deficits, not really a stable economy in recent times. But then, their sex ratio has been much, much better in 2011 census. Okay, we are definitely better than national average, but however, we are not doing great compared to our neighborhood. Got it? Child sex ratio is again a worrisome picture. It's even more important. Got it? So now this child, in interventions in this, child development, girl child development is even more important to work on the sex ratios. Okay, and then when you talk about health sectors, your schemes, various schemes addressing various, disorders, and also BPL families will have to be given more, privileges, because, healthcare expenditure cannot be a big dent on the families, right or not? See, for anybody, healthcare, see, actually, in a country, healthcare expenditure, private healthcare expenditure should not be high at all. Always, education and healthcare should be free of cost. Like take all these, Nordic countries and advanced countries. Most of the countries which are doing really good with respect to people, standard of living. No, one thing, health will be free and education will be free. Okay, so we are still trying to severely, commercialize education, because we are treated as market, not as components who are going to contribute to national income tomorrow, right or not? So commercialization of education is very severe here. Okay, so that has to be taken care of, right? So coming back, health sector. Understood? Then comes our technology. Technology is again a whole lot of topic. So technology with respect to schools, with respect to all the facilities that Grama One centers are coming in Karnataka. Grama One centers like Bangalore one, Grama One. Okay, so Grama One centers are basically those common services center. Okay, you want to change your phone number in Aadhaar, you go to B1, right or not? So like that, they can also, they don't get their direct benefit transfer of this month, they go and interact there. Okay, so any issues, you need one internet service center, right? So it's like that. Okay, so there you are going to have the redressal mechanism for all your grievances related to government and you. The transactions. Understood? Yes. So technology also should be taken very, sincerely to common people. That is especially to rural people in India.